Good afternoon, folks. All of you, thank you for making the time and coming. Thank you, ma'am, for giving us this honor. Um, to do a joint exercise and to sign an MOU with SBI at a personal level is actually a very special milestone. I started my career as a banker. In '92, I joined ABN AMRO Bank, and those were the days of consortium lending. And I was in corporate banking for 3 years, and there was not one corporate you could go to where SBI didn't have the lion's share, and then the rest of us just picked up the pieces. So we got our little bit, and ABN was very small. So there was always the, I say it in a good way, but the big daddy, and you're saying, wow, this is SBI. So when I got a call, maybe 3 months ago, from Ravinderji and Sunilji and saying we'd like to meet and we'd like to discuss what we can do together, I was actually very impressed. I said, wow, this is very proactive. And I said, I'll come across to Bombay over the next couple of weeks and I'll be happy to meet with you. And he said, no, I'll come and meet you in Gurgaon. And sure enough, the next week we had a visit from both of them. And after that, and I say it not because I'm in the SBI auditorium, but the fervor and the drive that we saw from SBI was really heartwarming. And you pushed us, sir, and thank you, because we like that. And we have finally come to a point where we are going to sign an MOU to work together over the next 3-4 years, the ice hockey park or the ball. And that's what we keep telling ourselves. It's not only for today, but are we ready for what's going to happen in a few years' time? The estimates by 2020 and 2030 are staggering. By 2030, 1 billion people in India, all of India will be online, and probably 300 million people will be buying online. That's as big an economy as we have today. Our middle class today is probably 200 million people. It's a staggering number, and I think we have to get ready for that. It's very exciting. I personally feel a lot of work has been done on product development, not just by us, but by the ecosystem. As you're seeing, apps are getting easier, websites are getting easier to navigate. But I think there's one big area which is really a big gap and a big opportunity, and that I think is the area of online payments. I think online payments, India is still perhaps not rudimentary, but we are in early stages. And therefore, when we see something like, Uber, and we say one click, and we say, wow, this is incredible. How does this happen? And everything's so convenient, and I get billed later. I don't have to give money. It's hyper convenience. Similarly, we can do the same today. Yes, two-factor authentication, I think, has been a huge boon to India. A lot of fraud has been controlled, but perhaps sometimes it's also bordering on being a little bit of a hurdle now. So is there a way that we can actually use biometrics as the second factor? Today, every phone is a smartphone virtually, and every smartphone takes a picture. So why can't the iris be captured? Why can't the image be captured and a biometric be used? A lot of phones, we actually start them by our password is our thumb. And in fact, this morning I was at RBI and I was asking these questions to one of the deputy governors, and he says, we are open to these ideas. The other idea was, why can't two-factor authentication for returning customers be relaxed? And a loyal customer, the merchant will take the risk. We are willing to take the risk for customers we know who keep coming back to us. One click and out. It's all about convenience.
What sort of services have been shortlisted so far? What sort of services will you provide?
No, actually, we have, it's not a short list, it's a quite comprehensive list of all that we'll do. But it's at this point of time, it's still an MOU stage, but as I said, it's on both sides. So on the customer side, we'd like to look at ways and means, as he says, of ensuring that the payment experience is very good. On the other side also, in respect of loans, packages, what can we pop up to our own customers as well. So lots of things on the consumer side. On the other side, people who are providing the logistics, the hotels, what is it that we can do in order to make available finance for them to do maybe upgrades, to set it up, to do all kinds of tie-ups. So it will be on both sides.